You know the feeling, right? You've had one of those days. The plan was to just chill out, do absolutely nothing, and recharge. But then evening rolls around and you feel completely wiped out, like you just ran a marathon. It is so frustrating, and trust me, it's a lot more common than you think. So yeah, let's get into it.
This is the question that can drive you crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. You were supposed to be filling up your energy tank, but instead it feels like there's a leak and it's been draining all day long. So what is actually going on here? And this quote, this just nails it, doesn't it? This isn't about your muscles being sore. It's a whole other kind of tired. It's a deep down mental, biological exhaustion. But here's the most important part. It is not just all in your head. This feeling is real, and today we're going to break down exactly why it happens. All right, so first up, we need to talk about what I call the energy paradox. You know, that weird backwards reality where doing less actually makes you feel way more tired. I mean, this scenario right here, it's the perfect picture of the paradox. You spend all day saving physical energy, but your internal battery is completely flat. So to solve this thing, we've got to look past our muscles and turn to the single biggest energy hog in our entire body. Yup, that's the one, your brain. Because even when your body is completely still, your mind might be running a full-blown triathlon. And believe me, that comes with a massive energy bill.
Okay, get ready for this number, because it is wild. Your brain makes up only about 2% of your body weight, right? But it burns through 20% of your daily calories, a full fifth. It is an absolute energy vacuum, especially when it's just left to run on its own.
And this is the official name for the culprit, high-intensity cognitive processing. It's just a fancy way of saying your brain is firing on all cylinders, even when your body isn't. And we're not just talking about doing calculus here. We're talking about the everyday mental workout of modern life. I love this analogy because it's so true. Just think of your brain as a web browser with way too many tabs open. Every single worry about the future, every time you replay that awkward conversation, every minute you spend doom scrolling, each one is another tab, using up your mental processing power and just draining your battery in the background. But wait, it's not just your conscious thoughts that are burning through your energy. Nope. Underneath it all, your body is running on its own complex set of internal clocks and rhythms. And if those get even a little bit out of sync, feeling tired is pretty much a guarantee. First, let's talk about sleep. You know, it's not just an on-off switch. It's actually a journey through these different stages. And your body needs to complete about 5 full cycles, we're talking 7 to 8 hours, to really do its job of repairing itself and restoring your energy. You cut that short, or the quality's bad, and you wake up feeling like you barely slept at all. And while all that's happening, there's a literal hormone battle going on inside you. In one corner, you've got Team Sleep, led by melatonin, which gets triggered by darkness. In the other corner, you've got Team Awake, with cortisol and serotonin, who show up when there's light. It's a delicate dance, and there's one really common habit we have that just throws a wrench in the whole system. I mean, we all know the answer is yes, right? The snooze button. It feels like such a gift in that moment. Just 9 more minutes. So why does it almost always make you feel like a zombie for the next 3 hours? Okay, here's why. Your body is smart. Right before your alarm goes off, it's already starting to rev the engine for the day. It's releasing that wake-up hormone cortisol to get you ready to go. But when you hit snooze, you're basically screaming, "False alarm, shut it down." It totally confuses your body. The cortisol production screeches to a halt, and you're left in that awful, groggy state called sleep inertia all morning. So we've covered the brain drain and the biological battle. Now we need to look at the weirdest paradox of all, why sitting still to save energy actually makes you lose it. I know, it feels like we're back in high school physics, but stick with me because this law is everything when it comes to human energy. When you stay still for too long, your body takes that as a signal. It says, oh, I guess we don't need much energy today, and it literally starts powering down. So here's what's happening on the inside. Your blood circulation slows way down, which means less oxygen is getting to your brain. Hello, brain fog. And even crazier, the tiny power plants inside your cells, called mitochondria, they literally go into low power mode. You're telling your body you don't need energy, so it just stops making as much. And this right here makes the answer so obvious. When you're feeling sluggish, a nap just tells your body to keep powering down. But a quick 20-minute walk, that's a giant signal to power you up. It gets your blood flowing, it wakes up those mitochondria, and it floods your brain with oxygen. You have to spend energy to make energy.
Okay, enough about the problems. We figured out why this happens. Now for the really good part. Let's put together a super simple, actionable plan you can use to hit the reset button on your energy, starting, like, right now. Here it is, your 4-step plan. It's that simple. 1, move your body. That breaks the sedentary trap. 2, hydrate and illuminate. Get some water and sunlight to sync up those hormones. 3, offload your mind. That's how you close all those mental browser tabs. And 4, beep the snooze button, because now you know it's a trap. Of course, you also need the right fuel in the tank. You know that classic afternoon slump? It's often caused by a lunch that was all carbs, which spikes your blood sugar and then leads to a crash. But a balanced plate, with plenty of protein and healthy fats, slows down that energy burn, giving you steady fuel for hours. And what about our friend caffeine? Well, here's how it works. Think of your brain as having all these little parking spots for a chemical that makes you feel tired. Caffeine comes in and blocks those spots, so the tired chemical can't park. The problem? Your brain is smart. It just builds a new parking lot. Now you need even more caffeine to block all the new spots. See, 1 cup in the morning is a good strategy. Anything more is a trap you'll have to keep escaping. And finally, a really important note. All of these tips are for that general, I did nothing and I'm tired feeling. But if you are dealing with a deep, persistent fatigue that just won't go away for weeks, please go see a doctor. It's so important to rule out underlying stuff like low iron, low vitamin D, or a thyroid issue. So let's completely reframe how we think about this. Your energy isn't some finite thing like a phone battery that you just have to protect. It's something you actively create. You're an energy factory, and you build it with movement, with food, with light, with rest. You are in control. So the only question left is, what are you going to create with it today?